It's a little past 10 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a regular Commissioners Court meeting for County of Star, Monday, August 14th. Let the record show that we do have quorum, everyone being present. I'd like to thank everyone for being here and welcome. If everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First of all, I apologize for the heat. The air conditioner went out, but they're working on it, so it should be ready by the time we finish our meeting, I hope. First item is minutes. I don't know if y'all have had a chance to read them or not.
I move that we approve the minutes presented, Your Honor.
I second it.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is claims.
I reviewed the claims, Judge, and I move
There, Nor-
that we approve it.
Mr. Glover, let me ask you something. All these figures here are the ones that claims that were appealed that were sitting on the judge's desk?
Sorry, sir?
The list you got here are the claims that were pending that were not posted a while back and the one that the judge had in his office.
Yes, I got on the list.
You got all of them. No more appeals pending in your desk or judges.
That's correct.
Well, I'll correct that. There's still some
Well, I understand just that they could just come in.
a day
I
or two
understand
late.
that.
Yep,
But the rest are in here.
correct.
I'll second that motion. We do appreciate that.
Moved and second. Discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there anyone that needs to come before the court at this time before we start our reports? Anyone? No? Okay, so we'll just go ahead and follow our agenda. Gas Department. Mr. Arnold.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This is my easiest report in 9 years. It's my changeover report to be in line with the request to have all departments reporting on the first Commissioners Court meeting. So what I did was just repackage the same report from last month. So there's nothing new to add to it. Thank you.
I've seen that you all have been working out there. Mr. Ramos, how's that coming along?
Yes, sir. We're almost there. We're going all the way to Suntec Road, and we're almost there. We've got about 600 or 700 feet left.
Are you going to run laterals, or is that just the main trunk
No,
line?
just the main one.
Okay.
Yeah, just the main one.
Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
Transfer station? Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, George, Commissioner. I did have a nice report there on your desk. Only thing I have to add to this report is that the metal building itself has been finished by Mr. Rubeno Yosefide. That is completely done, and the electrical part will be started tomorrow, and hopefully by the end of the week, everything will be installed and ready. And we're looking forward to having you over and see it and probably have an inauguration or something on that part for the new tire scrap metal building.
Very good. So when do you think it'll all be complete?
But next week, at the end of next week, everything should be in place. We're gonna move the machines over and have a sign to have the description of the building and everything done.
Mr. Gonzalez, let me ask you something. This building that you built to cut the tires is only for the guys that, the gentlemen who don't have a tire cutter like Mr. Sainz and Commissioner Peña. Are you receiving tires from somewhere else, or you?
We continue to receive tires from residents. That's also from the city of Rio Grande, city of Escolares. Those are the
But
ones-
they're paying for it
Oh, yeah,
to
they're
have the
being
tires
charged.
delivered.
Yes, sir. They're being charged just like any residential or commercial.
How much per tire?
The resident tires are being charged for regular tires $2. Yeah, bigger tires are being charged $5. The 20-inch, 22-inch, and all that. For commercial, the regular tires are $5 and the larger tires are $10.
How about the truck tires, the 20s and 22s truck tires for 18-wheelers?
We're not receiving those because our machines are not able to cut those tires and we don't have a way to dispose them.
What do you suggest we do with them?
With those bigger tires,
What are the options?
contact a independent tire hauler. I think ATW is the company that can probably collect those. But they're kind of expensive on collecting those.
Well, I'm taking care of mine because I'm still cutting mine. I found a way how to do them, to cut all the 18-wheeler tires. But I'm trying to get a control of the people that are running over there to dump tires outside of the road. We already have cut some, and we're gonna try to teach them a little lesson, to see, just to teach them what it takes to cut a truck tire.
We're looking at options and we've been researching and there are machines to cut the tractor tires. and trailers, but they are
I'm doing
pretty
it myself with the
expensive.
one I built, but it takes more work, but we still do it, and we have, I think, cut over 500 or 600 tires already,
Yeah,
But it takes manpower and time,
yes, sir.
Commissioner Garza, is that the 1020 and 2022 or what?
I mean, an 18-wheeler.
I think if we can get together, Mr. Rubeno Yervide was the one that built yours. And I
No, por eso de ella.
think Mr. Yervide was the person that built your machines, and I think if we can get with him, he can probably come up with an idea.
Well, we have not,
Tires.
we're working on that to build a new cutting tire, but we're doing it by hand and using the same tire cutter that I got to do the truck tire.
But our building should be done like by the end of next week. That is the projection.
I do know that with the tire cutters, it's saved the county a lot of money
Yes.
in the tires.
I don't know if you have any other questions.
Any questions?
So,
Thank you, Mr. Rubio.
Yes, sir.
Tax assessor, Ms. Alina?
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning.
My report for July of 2017 is as it. The total collections including attorney's fees, year-to-date on July the 2016 is $357,748. On July the 2017, it's $596,322, with a difference of $574 more than last year. Not including attorney's fees is $23,145,295, and $23 million on the 2017, $234,167, with a difference of $88,871 more this year than last year. On the total current collections, it remains the same because all the taxes from July becomes delinquent. The total Starr County delinquent collections, not including attorney's fees, year-to-date, including attorney's fees is $235,157 for the 2016. On the 2017, it's $265,734, with a difference of $30,576 more than last year. Year-to-date, not including attorney's fees, is $1,479,475 for the 2016. For the 2017, it's $2,278,417, with a difference of $798,942 more this year than last year. Of the projected $13 billion, the tax office has collected a total of $12,203,000. It's the 89% collections for this year. As of June,
I believe that's million, not
You said
billion.
millions or billions? That's what I'm hearing billions.
Yeah, but it's million.
And it's,
12 billion
it's a million with an M, no.
with a
Was it billion?
million. Okay, as of June 30th, 2017, $1,496,844 of the projected collections has not been collected. That was for last month. Of the remaining $1,496,844, the tax office has collected $79,124 for the 2016 taxes that turned delinquent on July the 1st, 2017. Of the projected 2016 collections remaining is $1,417,000.
So the current collections, we're at 89%?
We're at the 89%.
And Judge, you had budgeted how much, 80? 90 or?
No,
eight-
no, I had,
85, no?
I want to say 86, somewhere in there.
So we over collected based on the,
No, because this is 89 of what I had projected.
89 of what you, not of the, oh,
Right.
we're still collecting 11.
We're short, yeah,
11% of what you really projected.
correct.
Any other questions, gentlemen?
Any questions? Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
County Clerk?
Commissioners, Judge, you have the report before you. If you have any questions, Mr. Gonzalez, will you raise me to any questions?
Entonces,
On the whole, vote,
¿eh?
doctor?
Any questions on the clerk's report? Thank you. International Bridge?
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. The total traffic for July 2017, it's 211,305 with 50 cents. And we show an increase of 14,591 for the month of July 2017 compared to the month of July 2016. And we also show an increase of 7,482 on the collection for the month of July 2017 compared to the month of June 2017. And for other collections, it's 726 with 54 cents. And the grand total for collections for July 2017, it's $212,032.04. Do you have any questions?
Any questions? No, sir. Thank you, Lucia.
Thank you.
The Starr County Auditor, Mr. Carr?
Good morning, Judge and
Good morning.
Commissioners. The previous year's independent audit report that was previously presented to the Commissioners Court revealed serious recurring internal control deficiencies. A review of this matter is in process, and the auditor will develop a corrective action plan to improve the financial accounting and the auditing processes and results in future reporting periods. As this plan is being developed, improvements in the auditor's office products and processes are being implemented. The auditor's office is severely under-equipped, so this will take time. The Board of District Judges is considering the proposed auditor's fiscal year 2018 budget and wants to notify the Commissioners Court that a county-specific financial accounting computer system will be in the 2018 and 2019 budget. Based on the size and complexity of the Starr County financial management, this equipment is deemed necessary and reasonable to fulfill the auditor's duties and provide the tools and information necessary for the Commissioners Court to carry out sound financial management of Starr County. This is seen as an investment for the long-term benefit of Starr County taxpayers. Attached are reports of the current cash position of the general fund and the road and bridge fund. And I believe you have those, the most recent numbers that were just delivered to you this morning. We are currently addressing the tremendous workload relating to balance and closing the general ledger for the fiscal year 2015 that ended on September 30th, 2016. This is work that should have been done monthly, and the book should have been closed 60 to 90 days after the year ended on September 30th, 2016. We currently estimate that the trial balance will be, well, actually, I have good news. All the funds were reconciled, and the trial balance was delivered to the auditors late Friday afternoon. So the auditors, some of the auditor's staff are actually here today to begin their audit work, and then some more of the staff will arrive on Wednesday. So we are getting the full attention of the CPA firm, and we'll proceed. We'll of course provide whatever assistance they request in doing their audit work. But they do have the trial balance as of Friday afternoon. On the matter of notifying the state and federal agencies with active grants to Starr County, we have notified those officials who have provided the related information, and some of the grants, actually, that's another good news item. Most of the grants had been on vendor's hold, but the vendor's hold was removed last week. We got caught up on some of the processing, and we submitted the reports that they were lacking, and so most of those vendor hold statuses have been removed on most of the grants. As for the 2017 general ledger, we are working on a corrective action plan to meet our objective of keeping the general ledger up to date. In accordance with Starr County accounting policies currently in effect, Commissioners, I'm going to have to take some rather strong steps to take control of this year's closeout. The accounting policies that we have in place now say that we will stop processing purchase orders for the month of September. And then in October, we will resume processing purchase orders for either for the current year or for whatever invoices may be left outstanding from this year. But after the month of October, any invoices that come in, regardless of when they're dated, will need to be charged to next year's budget, because I can't leave this year's general ledger open indefinitely. I've got to set a deadline so that I can stop the transactions on it, so I can start the reconciling process on each fund. That provision is in the accounting policies that are already approved and in effect. So just to let you commissioners know that it's a necessary step. I have no other way to control the number and the amount of the timing of the transactions.
Mr. Guerrero, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
So actually, the county will be operating only on an 11-month period, not 12-month period.
I don't see it that way, sir.
Well, say you're not going to issue purchase orders after, our budget runs from October 1st to September the 31st, right?
That's right.
So you cannot issue a purchase order in September. So actually, that gives us only 11 months to operate.
Well, you can continue business as usual. The auditor's office isn't going to process them until October.
Right. But then you're not going to let us use whatever monies we have left that we buy on September, from September 1st to December 31st, right?
Yes, sir. The budget's still in effect. I'm not changing.
What it is, Commissioner, is that he needs to cut it off, I guess, to close the books. However, we can continue submitting purchase orders through September, but they will not be paid until October, so he can close the year.
Yeah,
But they will be paid from this year's, not your next budget.
From the present.
from the present budget.
From this fiscal year.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's what I just want to make sure.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, that's fine.
The most recent general fund and road and bridge fund bank reconciliations were handed to you, or were put on your desk earlier this morning. The general fund shows a balance of, a cash available balance of $69,516. And the road and bridge fund shows a balance of $919.
Let me ask you another question, Mr. Carter. All the checks have been issued out, the ones that were, that $250,000 that we borrowed, all the checks have gone out to pay what was there on your desk.
The checks have not gone out. They're being signed. They're being prepared and signed today. They will go out today and tomorrow.
Yeah, because we just approved them right now.
No. I'm talking about the ones that were there before, Judge.
Yes.
The ones that were supposed to be
Yes, sir.
left Friday, they haven't been left. They haven't left your office yet.
In other words, the ones we approved at the last Commissioners Court meeting, those have been paid?
Yes, those checks have been signed and sent to be mailed.
And those that are on this list will be sent out today?
Today and tomorrow, yes, sir.
This one that we just approved.
They'll be sent, the checks will be cut and signed and be mailed today and
That's
tomorrow.
my question.
Any other questions?
Any other question?
I don't have any.
Well, Mr. Carter, certainly, I guess we're thankful that the auditors, the external auditors, have all the reconciling and all the data. And we did meet with them, when was it, Mr. Carter? Friday, Thursday?
Thursday of last week, yes, sir.
Thursday, and we emphasized how important it was that they get the audit out by the end of the month. And they said they would do everything within their power to do that. Any other question, comment?
No, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. And I have no report. Okay. I guess item 6 is to approve the new vendors list. So you recommend that?
I just move you.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7, we'll see this in all our meetings, and that's just to authorize the treasurer to transfer monies from countywide to road and bridge whenever that's needed.
Just including drawing the money from the bank?
Well, to draw the money, he already has that,
Okay.
just to transfer.
Okay.
Is there a
I also
motion?
move you.
Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 8, Ms. Benavides, I don't see her here today, but her term is up at Border Region, and I think she's done a heck of a good job. So I'm recommending that we reappoint her to the board on Border Region.
Second the motion.
Moved and second to reappoint. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9 is an action item, and this is to approve the imposition optional fee for the Texas motor vehicle. Ms. Salinas? What's that? Okay, we've done this all the time, though. Okay. Yeah, this is a $10 fee that's imposed, and I don't know really what's it for? What? Okay, yeah, I know we've had it in there.
I know it's based on the motor vehicles to the county.
Yeah. So, is there a
Motion to approve imposition of optional fees for the Texas Department of Motor Vehicle.
okay, I have a motion and a second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 10 is also an action item. This is the renewal contract with South Texas College, the hospital, and City of Escobares for collecting their taxes at the local tax office. It's pretty much the same. The only one that went slightly higher was the college, yeah, because all the, okay. All the other entities that collect for the colleges are at this rate, so we feel, you know, we're entitled to that also.
I do so move.
I second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 11, also an action item, and this is to approve the discounts that we give on tax collecting. If they pay in October, they get a 3%, November 2%, December 1%, and then January, they pay just what it is. We've had this for forever.
I do so move, Your Honor.
I second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 12, it's an action item, and it's to review the Starr County Transit Internal Ethic and Compliance Policy. Marty?
That is correct. These are policies that we have to take to be up to date with policies.
And these are just standard
That is
policies?
correct. The last time that it was revised, Judge, was back in 2011, so we're doing it for this year, 2017.
I do so move, Your Honor.
I second.
Moved in second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13 is an action to redesignate Lot C4 and C5, I'm sorry, out of Alto Bonito Heights, 6th Edition subdivision for commercial or to residential. Mr. Garcia?
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This subdivision is in Mr. Eloy Garza's precinct. It's a petition by Mr. Benito Sainz, the owner, to designate lots C4 and C5 from commercial to residential.
Are they gonna build residential?
Yeah,
houses
home. I think one of his sons is gonna build a home on one of them.
there? I do so move, Your Honor.
I second.
I have a motion, a second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14 is an action item, and this is a 20-acre tract that's in dispute with the receivership. Mr. Garcia, you want to take that, or you want me to explain?
Go ahead, Judge.
Okay, what this is this gentleman, and I believe this is in Commissioner Garza's also precinct.
It should be there because, you know, the receivership, everything was done there in my precinct.
Yeah, anyhow, what apparently happened, and we did quite a bit of research. This tract of land, and I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it. This tract of land was a tract that was bought by these people from Elias Lopez. When the receivership did their thing, for some reason, this tract was not included in the receivership. So now it shows that it belongs to the county, but the county has never, we don't own it. The people brought titles and, I mean, deeds where they had bought it, but it was one of those that fell through the crack through the receivership. Now, if y'all recall, those of you that were here at the time, the county seized any ownership on properties residue, and we gave it to the school, because the school in Rio Grande, because they stood to lose funding for the children. School funding is very different from county funding. The school funding is based on local effort. The more local effort you have, the more support you get from the state funding. So if they had all this residue, we had it and we didn't collect, then the school stood to lose that. So it behooved the school to get these properties, try and get some closure, either sell them or have the delinquent attorney sell them, whatever, and that would show that they had more local effort, meaning more state funding. So this was the reasoning behind what we did.
Your Honor, if I'm correct, the school gave it up because if they would show a delinquency on them,
Yeah.
they would lose funding. So
Yeah.
that's why it belongs to Stark County. I remember that because we, the county, were the one that took over the receivership back at that time.
Yeah,
So actually, that property belonged to Stark to the county.
okay.
It was the opposite way. They wanted to get it off their roll so they won't show a delinquency and it would not be penalized on the money that would come in from the state.
Okay. Well, whatever, see, this property, and it does show as being under Stark County. But it belongs to this people. The receivership just didn't pick it up, didn't correct the title, so now they're trying to get title on it, and they can't get it because it shows that we own it. You know, so I told them, I don't know if the landowners are here.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Would you like to explain?
I had this land like for over 10 years already. I've been trying to find who the owner is. I've been going to the tax office. They told me it was the school's property, so I went to the school, and they gave me this piece of paper saying that it's a county. So I've been paying Clark Title to find out who the owner is, and it's saying that
It belongs to the county, I know that.
Yeah. So
what are you trying to do, buy the property or?
no, but I've had the property like for over 10 years already, and like.
But did you buy it?
I bought it from Elias Lopez Jr. He had some paperwork saying it was his land.
But
and everything.
from Elias Lopez Jr., but he was not the owner. By the time he sold it to you, he was already Stark County property.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's.
he's been trying to do that in other properties, that the same thing with the receivership. But he's not he already did that to some other people, took money away though when he was not the owner.
Yes, I find
So
out that.
that paperwork that he gave you, he's no owner of that property.
Yeah, because I was giving him money, and I gave him $15,000 cash, and then I was giving him monthly payments, and then I went.
I know for several people, and I advise a lot of people not to buy anything from him because he was not the owner. He was trying to buy a bunch of, sell a matter of fact, he sold a bunch of property up in Alto Bonito that he had no legal description or no ownership of it.
Okay.
So you're in the same boat, you know, that property, you know, Elias Lopez Jr. was not the owner, but he, you know, he showed some paperwork to these people. Unfortunately, you're one of them, and there's another people up there that did the same.
What I was trying to do is pay the taxes that was owned on that property. I've been dealing with it for a couple of years already, like, I want to
I
pay the taxes.
understand, but the
And
thing
those-
is that the guy that sold it to you is not the owner.
Okay, I
of the
understand that.
property.
I've been asking, like, I want to pay the taxes, who's paying the taxes on this property? And like, there's not registered, nobody's paying the taxes for over like 10 years, and
Yeah,
I want to take over the payments on the property.
Yeah, but we understand, that, you know,
I
if
think-
it belongs to the
I
county.
think maybe what we should do, if, you know, if the court so desires, is have Jenny, County Attorney's Office, look through the files and see what's out there. If it belongs to the county, we cannot sell. It has to be placed for auction, or, you know, everyone needs to have an opportunity. But why don't we check the
Are
legality?
you still paying Elias Lopez?
No, I stopped paying when I found out it wasn't his.
Right, I know, and you're not the only one, there's several of them, that he, sold property that he belonged to.
Okay. So, but, all right.
I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and have the county attorney's office do some research and report back to the court as to what we can and cannot do.
And Your Honor, and you know, what the problem is, you know, people like this gentleman here who's trying to do the right thing,
Yeah.
to pay the taxes, but I tell the people, not because you pay your taxes, it's gonna belong to you.
That's correct.
It doesn't matter, you know, you can pay, I can pay taxes on the whole county, it don't matter if it don't belong to.
But I was trying to find out who the proper,
You know,
who
we
the owner
understand,
was.
yeah, well, we
And,
understand that, yes, but let's say that we found that the county is the owner, and you wanna pay the taxes, it doesn't help you a bit, because it's not, you're not gonna become the owner.
But I wasn't told that the county was the owner about 4 years ago. That's when they told me the county was the owner.
Well, that's
'Cause
what
I
I'm
was
telling you,
supposed-
but if you wanna pay taxes now, we can accept the taxes, but I mean, it's not gonna give you any legal right to own that property. I mean, we welcome anybody who wants to pay taxes, I'm pretty sure, no,
Of course.
but you know, why should we
Yeah.
tell you to pay them, and you're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, there's only one way that you can show ownership of property, and that's with a deed. Whether it's a special deed, a warranty deed, inheritance deed, some kind of deed. As the commissioner mentioned, by paying taxes or having it surveyed, that doesn't show ownership.
I've
It's
had
got-
people that gone up there that they wanna pay taxes, I mean,
So when do you
there's
get-
no use for you to pay taxes because you're not gonna be the owner.
Judge, he's trying to go through the adverse possession.
Well, again, that's, no, but see, that's another thing. They cannot adverse possess
On a county property, you
against the
can have adverse
government.
possession on a county property.
Were you the owner before I took place on that property 10 years ago?
Huh?
Were you guys already the owners? The county
But
was
that's
already
when,
done.
it's owned by somebody, an individual or whatever, not on a county property.
See, that was the problem. I spoke with Sonia when I first got the property, and I asked her, she's like, Elias Lopez is not the owner. I'm like, all right, well, who's the owner? I mean, it was like 4 or 5 years, they could never tell me like who the owner was, not even Stark County, or they're like, there's nobody registered there. Like, somebody must be paying the taxes. And yeah, somebody must be paying the taxes. Like, who's paying the taxes? She's like, I don't know, and I don't know. That was the answer I was getting for a
Well,
couple
that's
of
gonna say,
years.
because you can't know, because it's owned by the county. We don't pay taxes.
We'll do some research and I guess they'll
Yeah,
report
and
back to us.
unfortunately, you know, I feel sorry for you because you're not the only one that got, you know, taken by Elias Lopez Jr. There's other people, you know, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So I guess no action, or I guess the motion would be to authorize the county attorney's office to research.
I mean, maybe it can be set up for auction, but, you know.
Well,
It all depends when he claims he purchased it and when the county took over the property. So that'll have to be looked into, because you could have that he's a bona fide purchaser, he didn't know, and he does have some right to the property. And depending on the timeline, you
Right,
know,
right.
when he bought it from Elias,
Yeah.
owned the property, and when the county took over the property.
Now, let me tell you, man, the county took owners of the property way back before the Elias gave them way back before. I mean, that's what, it went to the receivership from the state, you know, for the county.
You would just have to look at that
I tend to agree with the commissioner, but
You
research
can
it.
agree with, I can tell you, you don't,
Yeah.
I can save you that time, there's no way. This gentleman came back after all this went on, that the receivership took everything away from La Chapa and Elias. That's when they started doing this stuff. After that, maybe 6, 7 years after that. So, I mean, you can avoid doing research, I can guarantee you it's not, he didn't get it before. And Elias Lopez Jr. was not the owner either, the one that sold him the property.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
On this case, what if he paid any taxes on the property, what happens to the money that he already paid?
Well, they would keep it. I mean, anybody can want to pay taxes. You don't have to return it back. He pays it, that's his problem.
He's, by paying, I guess he's trying to build a case that it's his. So we keep it.
If you pay, you take it good, but
Yeah.
if
So-
you decide you pay taxes on the property.
Remote.
Yeah, because if he's trying to make a claim for adverse possession, they need to be paying the taxes on the
Correct.
property. So I think that's where it
That's
comes
probably
in, where
comes
I'm
in.
trying to pay the taxes because I'm trying to make a claim of adverse possession.
Well, research and let us know. Okay. So I guess no action needed on 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 through 24 are budget amendments. Are those in order? Anyone here from Mr. Carter? Are those in order, budget amendments?
I do so move, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 25, I guess this will be divided by 4. Donation
You can have it, I mean.
to the Stark County Precinct 3 Food Bank. Is there a motion to approve?
I do so move, Your Honor.
I second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 26 is the naming of a private road to Lopez Rodriguez Road for 911 purposes.
Yes, sir, there's a road there, it's unnamed road, so I'd like to move that we approve it, it's Lopez Rodriguez Road.
Motion to approve?
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 27, well, take it back. It is 11 o'clock, and pursuant to section 551.074, we will now go into executive session to discuss order of salaries and budget balances for all departments. We'll be back shortly. It's 11:40 and we're back in open session. Discuss 2 things. One was order salaries. I'll go ahead and entertain a motion to approve order salaries with the changes that were given on raises. Is there a motion to that?
I do so move, Your Honor.
Is there a second?
I second.
Judge, on the other side, Judge, I would have liked to seen the auditor's request approved, but I don't have the votes, so I'm gonna abstain.
Any further discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I abstain, Judge.
One abstention. On the budget balances for all departments, I guess that was more informational, so no action was needed on that, just for information. And is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Moved in second. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carries. Thank you, Judge.